All right, Bob Bianchi, take this now, put it in the courtroom in front of the jury. What is this silencer in the backpack going to reveal here?
This is a damning piece of evidence for the defense and a great piece of evidence for prosecutors. Kind of getting back to the segment before, this is showing premeditation, purposefulness. I have a theory. I don't know if the prosecutor is going to put it together, but that this was made to look like a scene of two murderers with two different types of weapons. And who would think that Uncle Paulie, to use your expression, Vinny, would ever do this to his two nephews and nieces, their innocence? Well, you got to remember, the plot was to make it look like both he and his brothers were being attacked by somebody. So this is what lends credibility to the plan. We keep forgetting it got frustrated because he got caught in the middle of this. But this is all part and parcel. But those pieces of evidence and the silencer and the barrel and all of that, unless it's planted, it's going to be a very, very difficult case for the defense to get around.
All right, Bob, let me ask you a follow-up to that. Your thoughts about police being in the area. They responded 2 to 3 miles away. Are you surprised in Colts Neck, New Jersey, which you're familiar with, being a Jersey guy, that they didn't see anything or they didn't come across anything that night?
Oh, boy, that's a really hard question. No, I guess I'm not surprised. I've seen mistakes get made. I've seen things get missed. You got to also remember, when you talk about a place like Colts Neck, Vinny, you're talking about one of the most affluent communities probably in the United States. This is not a typical kind of crime. These police officers are not trained in this level of violence, for sure, in this sleepy, very highly affluent area. So there may have been something that to maybe, and I don't mean any disrespect to the police officers, they're just in a different environment, that maybe to another officer that's in a more active environment, they would have noticed that may have gotten overlooked here. But that's something the defense is going to try to bring out, and I'm sure the prosecutor, who's done a tremendous job in their opening statement and in their direct case, is going to be asking the same question to make sure they fill in that blank for the jury.
Yeah, and Dutch, I think they need someone like you to testify about silencers not being silent, because if you're just a juror and you've been watching all these movies you've been making all these years, Dutch, we're going to think that it's like, doo, doo, and there's no way someone's going to hear that 3 miles away. So the killer didn't use a silencer, so the killer is not Paul Canero. He would have used the silencer that he had.